Hey there, troopers. This is Random Game Channel with some little minor updates, and we're gonna do a little bit of a read along. So today there was a bit of a news on the dev blog. So yeah, let's check it out. I briefly read through it, but let's read through the whole thing together. Just in case you're not tuned in with all the updates coming out, or you're not plugged into the Discord. Let's talk about this thing so we can get everybody on the same page. Okay, so let's go. Hello, fellow troopers. First and foremost, let's take a moment to catch our breath now that quarter one is officially behind us. What a hectic and productive quarter has been for all of us. We've been hard at work, and I'm proud to say that we successfully released 2 major patches during this period. These updates not only addressed a variety of bugs, but also included numerous optimizations that have helped improve the overall gaming experience. We also introduced new exciting features such as the stage reload, galactic perks, and weather effects, just to name a few. But I want to stress this is only the beginning. Got so much more in store for the future, and quarter 2 is shaping up to be just as thrilling. Let's go on a tangent here. Stage reloads, like I was saying earlier, it's so good. I don't have to really, actively think about my reloads anymore. It just kind of happens for me in the background now. And I think that's the coolest thing because I don't have to worry. It just happens on its own. So that was really cool. Weather effects? Holy shit, it's really good. I like sandstorm in the night. You can't see anything. But when it gets to nighttime, with all the flashy, lighty effects, it looks really awesome. So yeah, you gotta check it out. You gotta get into the game if you want to know what I'm talking about. It's worth it for the weather effects itself, man. So good. Alright, let's continue. So what can we expect from quarter 2? Let's dive into what's coming up next. Update 1.4 is currently scheduled for release in mid-May. Okay, I've been seeing in the Discord that people are asking, well, when's the next update coming out? Right here. It's expected in mid-May, okay? This update will focus on optimizing bug pathing, which means for our bugs will behave better on the navigation mesh and get stuck less often in the environment. We also heard your feedback, and we're excited to introduce the highly requested FedNet heroism feature, as well as the often talked about underbarrel attachment for the Marina Mark 1. These additions will provide more technical options and enhancements to your gameplay experience. So kind of forgot what the heck is FedNet heroism feature, if that was like talked about in like a previous dev blog. I can't remember. Or it might be referring to the cameraman, camera woman thing in their last update. But I'm really excited for the umbrella attachment for the Marina Mark 1 because, this is how cool I want it. Alright. This is a work in progress of capturing some cool Agni weather. That's really cool. So this is probably related to that FedNet heroism feature. So again, it might be the camera thing that they were talking about. It looks pretty nice. I like it. Alright, now let's take a sneak peek at Update 1.5. In Update 1.5, we are hard at work bringing the Marina Mark II weapon to the game. A weapon briefly featured in the films. Dude, I think there should be a comma right there. This edition will give you a new, powerful way to take on the Arachnid menace. But that's not all. Phase 1 of the Galactic Front changes will also be coming in update 1.5. We gathered a ton of feedback regarding the Galactic Front, especially around accessibility and the process of launching plane company operations. With these changes, we'll be removing the need for companies to purchase company ops. Instead, company ops will be available in the play menu as a blah, 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 as a rotating list of operations that are tied to certain milestones. Additionally, we'll be adding a quick play option specifically for company ops, making it even easier to jump into the action. Intel will still be gathered through general missions, and in Phase 2 later this year, Intel will become the primary currency for leveling up and expanding your company's size and customization options. We'll have more details on Phase 1 changes in a June developer blog, so stay tuned. So this is a work in progress photo of what the matchmaking screen can look like. Alright, so big thing here is that the takeaway, the summary of this is that it looks like we don't need to save up points to buy these company ops anymore. They're just taking it out, making it easier and more accessible to get into a company operation, especially if you're like a smaller company or one that isn't like super duper active. That's gonna make it really hard, right, to get into company op and buy one of the missions. And sometimes you just don't successfully complete it, so it's kind of like a 50-50. Make good use of it or not. So the great thing about this upcoming change in update 1.5 is that we don't have to worry about that anymore. It'll just be part of like the normal rotation that we can see in this mock-up photo that they have here. So that's great. That means more people can jump into an op. Just gonna allow more people to enjoy the game. Great change. Also looks like here that on quick play, if you click on it, you might be able to toggle standard missions on and off alongside of company operations, so that's going to be pretty cool. That's a great change. It'll allow people to, the option to quick play into either format, which is great. So great accessibility updates. That's really good. Okay. That's awesome. Yeah, it looks like the cap for the company points itself is still 99.99. But the other takeaway from this thing, to summarize it, like the last part of it, is that it looks like you can use what do they call it? What was it? Points? Oh, Intel points can still be gathered, except that it'll be used to expand the company size, and what I assume is customization options would be like maybe like a nameplate or background, something like that. That's just me guessing. Or maybe like a skin or something like that. I don't know. That's just ideas I had from my head that I was thinking what that could be. But we might learn more about what the customization options will be when we get further closer to 1.5. I mean, it can also be like assigning squad leaders or whatever. I don't know. We'll see. Lastly, we're excited to introduce our dynamic sky system to X11, and we'll continue to refine and improve this feature over time. I forgot one last thing. We've also got a little surprise planned for update 1.5 that will make you rethink your approach to a certain game mode. Alright, so what I think this game mode might be, this mentions here, it's in development, 16-player game mode. So what's been talked about in the Discord a long time ago was adding a PvP game mode where, like, you know, in the first movie when Rico and Dizzy and all thems are training with like the other new recruits, they have like that laser tag thing. Maybe it could be that. Or the other thing is that there might be a 16-player game mode for Hive Hunt. But that's not really a new game mode. But there has been interest in increasing the player size for that, so I don't know if that's related or what, but I don't know. That's something we have to keep an eye out on, because that new player game mode sounds pretty cool. Like, you know, we kind of don't have that many options to play, or not options, but we don't have that many game modes to play in, so like having something new and cool to play in would be nice. I think we all could use a little bit of a change in pace here. Okay. So what's the stuff that's in development? Bug holes. So I think they were referring to that as like a new way to spawn bugs in. Like you blow it up too. There's gonna be actually a new separate bug spawning system. Try to optimize stuff, I think that's what it was. They did mention about doing a new map. I don't know if that's going to be tied to a galactic front or we just get it right away. The M55, I don't know what it looks like, but that's like a new weapon. There's going to be side objective revamps for Arc, AES, and Horde, so that's cool. New galactic fronts, of course. New mutators, oh that's nice. New live event, ooh, okay, limited time event. Hero of the Federation. So for those of you that don't know what Hero of the Federation is, this is supposed to be like, you know, a hardcore mode where difficulty is like ramped up to the ceiling. So yeah. I've never been able to play test it because I've always been busy. And I can't really talk about it anyways if I could. Yeah, NDA and all that, right? Gotta be careful with that. But what we do know about Hero Federation on the public side is that like it's supposed to be super duper hardcore mode. Yeah, if you like that kind of thing, you can try it out when it's ready. Yeah. Okay. So update 1.4. They're just kind of giving a brief overview here. Just more optimization, bug navigation optimization, the Mark 1 underbarrel, FedNet update, broadcast heroism, so future release, more optimization, the Morita 2, Galactic Front, matchmaking revisions. Okay, so like, just keep in mind that everything that's in this blog post is subject to change, okay? That's something people always get mad about, but you said here kind of thing. Things are always evolving and changing, alright? So, just in life and in here for the game, things are always changing, so don't get upset if, you know, things change. We just need to be patient, and we need to, you know, give them the time it takes to get everything up and running. Okay, so just chill it a little bit if you get mad. All right, they need time to get things rolling out. But that's it for this one, folks. Hopefully, you know, you're still having fun with the game. I am. I'm coming back from my little break from YouTube, and it was great timing because of the 1.3 update. Alrighty, well, keep an eye out for gameplay videos and stuff that's coming out on the channel. Stay tuned, and hopefully you enjoy those videos. See you in the field, troopers. Catch you next time.